This video is report writing for the correctional officer, providing you with a brief outline on the importance of good report writing skills by Carl Torsbens, author of Wasted Honor. We all agree that one such focal point was good report writing. Now, this was discussed during a meeting with several retired administrators and correctional officers, as we all seem to nod our heads in agreement that it appears we have not moved forward a bit in this area in the last couple of years, and we feel that the importance of good report writing has been lost somewhere along the line. We sat down and we broke it down, and we came up with several points of views on this matter. And the first point is to make the officer's ability to write better in relationship to grammar, sentence structures, and writing skills. Today's officers have improved, but the deficiency is in communicating or matching the essential and precise details for the report to have both structure and format considered still to be flawed. The primary concern, other than the poor quality of the reports, were reports often written in the third person. Stay away from writing in the third voice. Write the report in the first person and tell the reader, tell me what you saw, tell me what you heard. Remember, you are a witness to the event or events. You are a first responder. You are the reporter. The information written is yours, and this is what you want to tell the reader as you tell what you saw, heard, smelled, touched, and this is what you want to tell the reader. So be brief and concise. Your writing skills are often reflected in the manner how you communicate or talk while you're on the social websites or other informal communications. Thus, you must refrain from doing that, as well as using work jargon or avoiding the use of work jargon or work-related slang in your reports to make it clear for the reader, who may not be a correctional officer or someone in law enforcement, but perhaps a juror or a witness reading the report. Also, the reader could also be the prosecutor or detectives, investigators, who are trying to glean the relevance and factual information to follow up with their own duties, thus making them struggle a little bit to make sense out of your narrative report if it is written poorly. One prosecutor said, "As a former prosecutor, I can tell you that the grammar, spelling, and sentence structure can have an impact on credibility should the jury see the reports. I know that content is the most important part, but the collateral damage can be great." Report writing need to stick to the basics taught at the beginning of such training and cover the who, what, when, where, how, and carefully follow up with the type of actions taken to handle or manage such an incident. If you know why, if you know the most intimate parts of the report, don't hesitate to include that in your action taken. Officers must avoid cookie cutter reports. Everybody knows what a cookie cutter report is, because they serve no purpose, and they only provide the attorney with bullets to tear the validity of the report apart. Remember that if you're going to copy somebody's report, that report is just not going to count as an additional report. It's just going to count as a duplicate of the reports already submitted. Sharing or copying reports should never be encouraged or instructed by supervisors, as the value of the report is degraded when such action exists and is exposed or revealed by other sources such as district attorneys or defense lawyers, who will attack the credibility of the writer when it's written in synchronization with other reports submitted at the time of the incident. Today, most critical incidents are recorded on video. Thus, the content of the report writers must be consistent with the data contained within a video recording of the same event. Going back to background and essential data is important. Do not ramble or write too much in these reports. In other words, don't write a book and stick to just writing the facts as you know them to be at the time of writing. It has been said that if you follow the formats trained, a good report will stand on its own merits and tell the reader what you wanted them to glean. Learn how to articulate your words. Keep it at the level you're most comfortable with. Don't use words that are extravagant or fancy and beyond your comprehension or your communication level. Explain sometimes verbally, sometimes in writing, why you wrote what you did, with a brief, objective statement that explains the event as you understood it to occur. Stay away from propagating rumors or subjective thoughts and stick to the facts. Don't use abbreviations or text language, and take time to spell check the entire document to make it both readable and structured in format for the reader and purpose designed. To answer their concerns, is a good report writing significant? The answer is yes. The needs to be accurate, and the stress on it is very high, as it's required that every report should be submitted accurately. The fact that many agencies have lowered their recruitment standards has impacted the quality of employees, as their educational and work skills are still unrefined and in need of more structure coming out of school, the armed forces, and even college. It should be fair to say that shoddy reports writing may lead to shoddy investigations. Thus, we stress the importance of writing a good report not filled with irrelevant data or opinions. Good report writing results in good outcomes for the officers and all those concerned. It can also be said that having the ability to write good reports is also associated with the ability to perform good critical thinking on the job. Many times, reports are written without providing essential background information and filled with useless or non-relevant information that is both harmful and useless to the report's purpose and intent. The college format, www left out an extremely important area: what action was taken. Do not forget to write what action was taken. Although some report forms have a box for that, include that in the body of report just in case. This focus on your critical thinking skills and is an important element of the report and adds credibility to your words. Fact remains that poor reports don't add much value to an incident and only require more follow-up work to be done to get the right information to begin with. Thus, a loss of precious productivity and time regarding the outcome of such investigations or reviews. Many reports are recycled or rewritten several times before they're both legible and understandable to the reader, and for the purpose it serves at the time. This is happening because many fail to proofread their own or others' writings before submitting their report. It appears the job is already most stressful and most difficult than to add more time on the shift staying late to write these reports, and can be done the first time if you do it right and take the time to cover the basics. After all, how many times have you been asked for a supplementary report on a report you may have already written? It may be serving you as a hint on whether your report writing skills need improvement, or if they are satisfactory enough to share with others your special skill to communicate effectively through report writing.